You know what Sarpy County has to offer? It's time for another Sarpy County Spotlight.
Morning, noon, and night has something to offer from sun up to sundown. That means coffee to wine and everything in between. It's truly a neat place.
It's an awesome place. Diana Connolly is here to give us a taste of what it's all about.
Nice to have
what
you
they're all about.
here.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks. Good morning.
Yeah.
So, okay, we got a nice little spread here this morning. We got
sir.
some wine, but this is also a coffee. It's a tea and wine bar. Can you explain the concept here? And a shop.
It's a shop. That's the name that I thought everyone would get right away. Most people do, but you know, morning coffee, noon tea, night wine. I thought it was kind of clever, but we have fabulous coffee. It's Beansmith coffee. It's locally roasted.
Yeah.
Those guys are great. We don't even grind our beans until someone orders it. Brew it in our fun little carafe over there, which is fabulous.
Right.
You talking about this guy?
That guy. We put the grounds in the bottom, put hot water in it, turn it over, and our Beansmith coffee, it's so good.
There's
it's
the
just
morning
good.
part, the noon.
Noon is tea. We have a lot of tea forte items. Tea forte is fabulous. You can open up any of the cans in the shop and smell the tea, and it tastes as good as it smells.
Yeah, and that's really become, I think for a lot of people, it's trending big, that they're getting to more connoisseurs.
And it's healthy. And, well, I mean, everything in the store is healthy.
Wine in moderation is healthy, so that brings us to night.
And we've got, and night is our specialty.
Yeah, and even wine tastings too. So before we taste, I'd love to look at a couple of pictures to really help set the stage for inside morning, noon, and night. So when it comes to tastings there, what's involved?
Our biggest thing we try to do is take the intimidation out of wine.
Yeah.
What's intimidating about it? Just so much to learn about it and people just don't know about it?
Yeah.
There's so much to learn. You walk into a store and a lot of times you're buying something based on the label. Our biggest job and my staff's job is to take all the intimidation out of it. You can walk in the store, ask a question, and someone can help you do something. But the biggest part about wine is being able to taste it. So no matter what you do in the store, no matter what wine you want, there's going to be a way to taste it, whether it's one of our scheduled tastings, whether it's one of our classes. We have wines on tap, so you can get them by the glass. If you see a bottle on the shelf, if it's under $35, we will open it for a glass for you, and if you love it, you can just buy the rest of the bottle.
What did you select for us today?
Today we have a cab. This is our C&B Alexander Valley Cabernet.
Great.
But what I want to do is a little bit of a how to taste wine kind of thing, because that's the most intimidating thing. People don't want to go to a wine tasting and hear all these terms that are thrown around and think, oh, I'm going to look like I don't know anything.
Right.
So what?
That's how I feel when I go to those things.
Right. Okay. Well, we are way fun.
I just smile and nod.
That's what you do, and then you say, okay. When I have a customer, Ron, gotta love him. Ron's big thing is it's either a good, okay, or patooey, and that's fine too.
Okay.
And I know you're a sweet wine lover, so we'll get to yours in just a second. But what I'm gonna do here. These are our wonderful Riedel glasses. I'm going to prove real quick that Riedel glasses.
It tastes better in Riedels. Right?
It will. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to show you how to taste wine really quickly, and then you're going to actually pour this into the little plastic cup. And then you're going to pour it back in.
Why are the Riedel glasses so much better than other glasses?
Well, they're shaped for the wine. This is a typical Bordeaux or red wine glass. The only one that's going to be different for red is going to be Pinot.
And it's the shape of the glass affects where the wine hits your tongue and how your taste buds receive the flavor, right?
Absolutely, and especially in Chardonnays. They usually are flat and they've got a big wide opening so you don't tip your head back
So
when you
what
drink.
do we do next?
Okay, you know what you're going to do is you'll see people do this. This is aerating the wine. First thing with wine tasting is going to be sight. You're going to look at it. We always have something white, which you guys do too. You always have something white to hold it up against.
In the background.
Yeah. So we'll do the abridged version here. The next thing you're going to do, of course, is smell it. And you'll get a good nose on it. And what you want to do with people with Miguel glasses, I mean, really just, you know, stick your face in there.
You want to get your nose all the way down in there,
all
don't
the
you?
way down in there.
What's
okay? Next, you're going to breathe in through your nose while you take a sip of the wine. And then don't be, like, if you don't like it right away, always go by your second taste. Okay? So you've tasted it. And kind of get your mouth ready for it. Rules about wine tasting. Don't drink coffee right before. I blew that one this morning.
I did too. I just had some coffee.
Don't brush your teeth right before. That really screws things up. But then go by your second taste. Your second taste is where you really want to get.
Well, is there a way to cleanse the palate?
Crackers, water, But what you want to do on your second taste, that's when you really decide if you like it. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that.
So the second taste.
The second taste.
This is
Do
the big
you
daddy
like it?
right here.
And this is where you can get a lot of the flavors. If you exhale through your nose after you swallow the wine, you'll kind of, that's when you get all those flavors.
You feel it more. That's interesting. I'm ready to get to the sweet.
So there, I'm figured, but
That's
do
good.
one more thing real
Okay.
quick. I want you to pour this in here, in your little plastic
Into a
cup.
plastic cup.
So when people say they're going to take their wine to the beach or something,
Right.
don't do this.
Kinda
It's just not good.
Solo cup.
It's almost like a different wine.
Yeah, it's very
It's-
flat.
Yeah.
It does,
And
it's-
more bitter.
It gets a
That's
bitter.
bananas.
Yeah.
We have a minute.
Yep.
We are
Oh, we have
ready.
1 minute.
We could
Okay.
visit with you for a half hour.
I know. It's about wine.
Wait,
now,
before we get to this, I do want to talk about Mother's Day. Maybe we'll just skip to that. We'll drink wine in the commercial break.
Oh, there you go.
How about that?
Okay, Mother's Day, we've got a lot of great wines. This Air Bloom wine is great with the matching bag. I think
Great.
it's awesome for the mom who likes the little heavier stuff. But for our concert series in the summer, we're going to be selling that's when we go to our sweet wine.
This is Shadow Lake Town Center.
Shadow
for
Lake
people who don't know
Town
where
Center.
you're located. So
Yep.
these are the hours. And in fact, I'll be down there doing a couple of the events, I think. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll swing by and see
There you
ya.
go. And tonight our Italian wine tasting too. So
Oh,
at
really?
6, yes.
Do you
So
need
those have been-
reservations for any of those
You
scheduled
can,
tastings?
you can use reservations are helpful for us,
Yeah.
but not mandatory.
The point is, if you didn't think about Papillion as a destination for wine and wine
Yeah.
tasting, here it is. It's morningnoonandnight.net, the website. You saw the hours there just a moment ago. We're going to have some more wine
We
and
are,
enjoy
and
the
you have a
day.
wine
Got it.
club, right? There's a wine club that people can sign
Wine
up
clubs,
for
yep,
as well.
we do, and we have live music. Yep.
Yeah,
all-
morning, noon, and night.
everything.
we got everything. Oh, and we're getting cigars soon too.
What
I
else
forgot
are you
about
gonna
that.
do? I think we should, let's,
You just
let's
need to
get
come
let's
down
bring
and
a
see.
carnival in.
There
or
you go.
something.
Thank you. It's
for
great to
coming.
see
You
you.
got it.
See ya.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
keep an
you.
eye out for our next Sarpy County Spotlight. Look for more places to visit at gosarpy.com.